Growing up in Thunder Bay, this future world champion was involved in a number of sports and excelled at all of them. While attending St. Ignatius High School, he was a standout on the football field, in track and field, and on the soccer pitch. First getting involved in the contact sports of karate and taekwondo, earning his brown belts in both. At the age of 14, he decided to take his talents into the boxing ring, and in a short time was claiming provincial and national titles.
He's 17-year-old Frank Tropea, who virtually came out of nowhere to win the Canadian Intermediate 71-kilogram title in Saskatoon. With only 11 fights under his belt, Tropea wasn't expected to win his weight class, but stormed back in both his bouts to have his hand raised as champ.
That was probably the biggest fight I had, fighting the nerves and the fight itself. But I did it. It's like I did the fight. I came out and gave my best.
What attracted you to the sport?
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up watching it on TV, and I just, thought about doing it, and I decided to do it.
Earning a spot on the national team, he represented Canada at bouts throughout the United States and internationally, and was selected to attend the Cuban boxing school. Deciding to combine all of his contact sport talents into one, in 1995 he got involved in amateur kickboxing, joining progressive martial arts under the tutelage of Mitz Bandera. With an amateur record of over 40 wins, he added another national honor to his record, the 1996 World Kickboxing Association Canadian Amateur Welterweight Kickboxing title. With the popularity of the sport on the rise during the 1990s, this Thunder Bay athlete was making a name for himself.
Tropea has a boxing background, but has only been kickboxing for 4 years. Tropea's trainer Mitz Bandera says he saw a lot of potential in this young fighter.
When Frank first came to us from boxing, I saw a lot of potential as a fighter because of his background and because of his eagerness to try and learn.
He's 22 years old and already has 2 titles. What do they mean to him?
Hard work, determination. When you set a goal in life, if you put all those 3 things together, it doesn't. Everybody says, it's hard to get there and reach that point, but not if you want it.
Without a lot of opportunities to compete in amateur bouts, in 1996 he decided to turn professional. Competing in both boxing and kickboxing, El Vampiro, as he came to be known, went on to win several titles, including the 1998 Karate International Council of Kickboxing welterweight and middleweight North American titles. Around the same time, he made the move south to the border, taking up an offer of a pro boxing contract with promoter Jimmy Birchfield Sr. and boxed out of Manfredo's Gym in Rhode Island with a number of former champions and also at the Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut. He returned to Canada, pursuing a career in law enforcement, but his absence from the ring was short.
At 5'10 and a half and 160 pounds, Frank Tropea is stepping back in the ring for the first time in nearly 2 years as a kickboxer. Tropea still holds the North American Middleweight Championship and will put his 8-0 professional record on the line against Jerry McCoy of Kansas City.
A year and a half off of the actual fighting game, and been waiting to get back in there. I just had to make sure it was the right time. I always told myself if I wasn't ready, not to throw myself in there and get hurt. Mentally and physically, right now I'm prepared and ready to do battle again.
He returned to kickboxing in 2004, went on to add another belt to his collection, the 2005 IKF Light Heavyweight World title, which he earned by defeating Nick Rondinelli of London, Ontario in a 12-round split decision. To say that his many friends and family were excited by this newest achievement and all of his success throughout his career would be an understatement. To make the event even more memorable, he chose the occasion of his 2005 world title to propose to his girlfriend in the ring following the fight, which she thankfully accepted. Retiring from the ring in 2009, he still held the title of world champion and left behind a pro record of 23 wins and 10 knockouts, his only loss coming in his final fight. In addition to his boxing career, this outstanding athlete also enjoyed time on the soccer pitch with the Thunder Bay Chill and won a gold medal in the toughest competitor alive, Master A Division, at the 2016 Can-Am Police Fire Games. He also gave back to the sport, spending time as a mentor and coach at local gyms. As a former coach once said about this exceptional athlete, he was born to fight. You can see it in his eyes, which is a coach's dream. A person only has to spend a few minutes listening to this world champion talk about his sport to realize it's also in his heart.